Alright, let me tell you about the fact that I am wore out today. It has been a long day. I started my day today pretty much about 7:30 this morning. I'm in Pendleton, Oregon. And started out about 7:30 this morning. I ran into Portland, delivered the load, picked up a load, and came back to Pendleton. So that's what I'm doing. I got a load going to Oklahoma City. And then on to Tulsa, and then after that, I'm not entirely sure what's going to go on. I'm supposed to be going home for the train show, which is the 1st through the 3rd in Plano, which is coming up, because I bought that estate sale. I think you guys remember I was doing the trains a couple weeks ago, and I was like getting everything together so I could like try to sell it and everything. The problem is with the last 3 weeks of being off work, I'm kind of low on funds, and what I really should be doing is I should be working during the train show instead of going home for the train show. So I think I'm going to aim on trying to do that. I've already hit up the people in charge of the train show, see if I can't get out of my table. If I can't, I'll go home. If I can, great. I have to be off on the 16th for a cousin's wedding down in Austin that I'm going to go to, so it's kind of all up in the air as to what's going on. So I'm getting ready to lay down. We are in Pendleton again. Getting ready to lay down. And then tomorrow we're going to head off to probably Wyoming somewhere. It's been very nice. You can tell the truck's not running. So I've been sleeping with the truck off the last couple of nights. Anticipate doing that for the next few nights at least, which is nice to help save on fuel. Not really much to talk about. I'm gonna say this. So, I have come to the conclusion, okay, that the scenery that I show, I don't like to repeat things. I don't like to repeat scenery. But the thing is, there were a lot of times on this trip coming up north, all the way to Oregon and everything, where I was coming through an area that I had been in before. I had seen the scenery before, but I was seeing it differently this time. I was seeing it in the sunrise. I was seeing it in the sunset. I was seeing it with different shadows, different lighting structure, whatever it was. And I was seeing it new. One of the things that happened was there's a part in the video. If you go back, there's a part in the video where I'm coming down into Moab. And if you stop the video, and hopefully you can see this in the video, you can see clear across the valley, like Moab Valley, all the way to like where the road like disappears, like starts to wind back up into the hills, or into the, up the hill or whatever and out of Moab. And I just was the first time I've ever seen that. At least I feel like it's the first time I've ever seen that. So, love that. Thought that was great. Another one was on US 6 going through, up through Price and Helper and everything. And I was seeing it in the sunset where, there was just the way the light was different. It was behind the hill or whatever. And it could be because the fall equinox is in a couple of days. So the sun has kind of shifted a little bit. So you get a different experience going through there. And the final one was up in Oregon, Idaho and Oregon. And for the last couple of times I've come up here, it's been really hazy because of all the smoke from all the wildfires. Well, there was a cold front that moved through Boise that hit me just as I was going through Boise. And on the other side of that, the cold front had come through and had blown all the haze away. And so I remember, I think it's Oregon. I put it as Idaho in the thing. I'll have to go back and change it before I do. Little Easter egg. If you watch the video, you'll see what that means. Yeah, I'll do something so that you guys will get it. But anyway, so I was coming down this hill, and you could see for like miles that you couldn't see the last time I came up here. And it was fantastic. It was something I hadn't seen before. And then the same thing, I got up on top of Cabbage, and because it was rainy and there were storms and everything, but it was blowing the haze out, I got on top of Cabbage, and as you're making that curve, and I put it at the end of the video, as you're making that curve, you could see everything. I mean, the whole valley. I mean, I looked down, I was still probably 8 or 9 miles by highway from the Wild Horse Casino. And you could look down at the Wild Horse Casino and almost, it was so clear, almost make out whether or not there was any parking spots available. It was a little too dark for that. But I feel like had it been light, I probably could have seen down to see whether or not there were any parking spots available. And I was still 8 or 9 miles away. So it was just impressive. The same thing happened today. I drove into Portland and unloaded and came out. This is going to be video for next week. But I drove into Portland, came out, unloaded, loaded up, and came back out. And I'm leaving. The sun is setting behind me, and it's shining up the Columbia River Gorge, and just was gorgeous. Was just fantastic. So, I think one of the things that I always tell everybody is that I get bored easily of doing the same thing over and over again. And I remember when I worked for CR England, after about 9 months, I thought I had seen everything. I thought I had experienced all these different places. I had been to Portland, and I had been to Seattle, and I had seen the country. And I didn't need to anymore. It got to the point where it was boring because I'd seen it already. And I don't know what it is now. It's not boring. It gets to a point where it kind of is, and then you're coming up the Columbia River Gorge going eastbound with the sun setting behind you, and it just lights everything up differently. The other blessing was the harvest moon was tonight, and there was this one moment where I came around this curve, and the Columbia River Gorge is over here, and I'm going around this curve like this, coming back, and there's a rock wall up against it, and the harvest moon is right in the center of the gorge and shining the light onto the Columbia River, and it was a moment I will want to remember for the rest of my life, and it'll be on film, and it'll be on YouTube, and hopefully it'll be something I can access for the rest of my life, even when I'm really old and gray and crippled and can't walk anymore. So, anyway, my writing is not happening. I did write last night about a page. I didn't write tonight because I've been working on this, and I made some dinner. And it's pretty late, and I'm just tired from the day, so I need to try to get some sleep. Not in any real rush to get to Oklahoma City. I got till Friday to do it, so I'm gonna, tomorrow's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I need not all 3 days to get there. I need about 2.5 days to get there. So hopefully in the next couple of days I won't have to push so much, and then I'll be able to fit in some writing as well. So anyway. That's pretty much it. Not really anything else going on. Truck's running great, knock on wood. Been, just chilling, just enjoying myself. I've slowed down. I've always been known as kind of a speed demon, but I think I've slowed down in my old age. I'm 39. That's old. I'm sorry. I don't care who says it. Y'all could say I'm not old, but I'm old. The dogs. She's dreaming. You hear? See her back there. She's in the corner. She's dead. She's dead asleep. So she's, anyway, she's back there dreaming. I'm gonna try to be quiet, probably in this pretty quickly. So anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. That interrupted me. Anyway, get some. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take it easy. I slowed down. I'm driving 65 miles an hour right now. I'm afraid I'm gonna wake her up. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys more about that later. Shh, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys. You know the drill. Keep your eyes up. See you down the road.